Hello, my friends. It's your friend Kevin, and welcome to the space. This is your card of the day. All right, so here we go. We are using Angels and Auras Oracle deck by Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. A brand new deck that was launched on Halloween of all days. And on Sunday, we pulled the High Priestess from Radley Valentine's Angel Tarot deck. Now, each one of his major arcanas usually is featuring an archangel because Radley's all about bringing in the archangels and the angels to his tarot or oracle decks. Anyway, Archangel Haniel's message for each day of the week is to listen with intuition, to have patience, and to consider carefully what you want before you take steps of action. And my isms today for you is to affirm. Now, sorry, this is all torn up because I pulled off my notice board wall. Things are always working out for me, and I'm led by divine inspiration. I know it's pink, not a very good color to write on post-it notes when you're dealing with a camera, but there you go. So let's get right to our message, and then there's some other bits and pieces I want to share with you that I think might make this week a little less intense. So, great Father in the sky, loving Mother in the earth, angels, ancestors, ascended ones, I welcome you to this space and give thanks for the opportunity to be your messenger. And I set the intention to see, to feel, to hear, and to know your words and convey a message that enlightens, inspires, and heals. May this reading have purpose, have meaning, be of value, and be clear to all who come to listen. So be it, and so shall it be. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. One more shuffle. Oh, yes. I'm going to take it straight off the top. We've been doing that all week. Oh, soul groups. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, so this is one of the cards that, if I had to really look at the entire deck, this is one of those cards that speaks to being philanthropic, being charismatic, getting in touch with your friends and your relatives. I would even so much as to say, really put your feet into Thanksgiving today. Let today be the day that you are grateful for the people that light you up, the people that stir you up, the people that give you all of the juicy good stuff that you've got. Soul groups and every single color, it is your people and new people and existing people. It's a bit like a blend of everything. I believe that our culture has done much to try and segregate people. But if you're spiritual and of spirit, which we all are if we're here on this channel doing our thing, we don't separate. It's all inclusive. We're all good. So today, this card represents sacred community in all kinds of different ways, shapes, and forms. It's time today to tell those who are truly close to you how much you love them, how much they mean to you, their contributions, how they make you happy, how they bring you joy, all the things that light you up about these folks. It's also a lovely little reminder that your community and the people that you're around, and the people that you celebrate, and the people that you love, and the people that you like being with, that's a reflection of your own personal consciousness. So for today, invest the time in those who not only uplift you, they inspire you, and maybe it's time to go and get some note cards and write there, dear Nancy, or dear Ted, or dear Bill and Barb, thank you so much for what you've offered me this year. I know we're in Thanksgiving. I'm grateful for the day you came and helped me do my shopping. I'm grateful for when you helped me change the tire. All these little tiny things that we just need to remind ourselves with this soul group card to create the connections and have validations for stuff. Now, maybe you're not really feeling this way, And maybe you're like, oh, yeah, right. I can feel that. Yeah, no, no, no. And it might be that, well, I don't really have any friends that feel that way. Maybe you move to a new town. Maybe you are, separating yourself from people. Then it's time to go find new people. It might be time to step out of your comfort zone and walk to your local coffee shop, or go into a library, or go somewhere to where you connect with people you don't may necessarily know. Um, use the energy of Archangel Raguel, who's known as a friend of God, to expand your soul group, to give you those like-minded people that find their way to you. Now, the color activation of this card, remember, Dougal Fraser is a master aura reader. So he comes with these cards with these different colors. And at first, if you're not into auras, um, then I would say this would be a good way to learn, because they're very simple to understand. So the soul colors of this is red, and green. Red is assisting with the emotional inventory you've got, helping with any emotional energy that's happening, going on. This radiant green color, which is over here and also in this little star on the top. So if you've got this deck, you've got these color coded things that are down the bottom. Another reminder, the green is helping to keep things honest, and showing up for people that love you and love them. So green is a beautiful color of love, of light. Let's go into some other bits and pieces that I want to share with you today, and then I'll let you go. On the 13th, which is next Monday, we have a new moon. And the new moon is in Scorpio. And we have this kind of clash between the planet of Mars and the planet of Uranus. Well, Uranus is, all about chaos and things being out of order. And there's a new moon, and with the new moon, it is out with the old and wishing for something new. Now, astrologers and people are going to kind of like be giving us a heads up that the energy that's around this coming weekend and this new moon is pretty intense. Scorpio is a pretty intense planet anyway, or a star sign anyway, because I'm a Scorpio. And I've got a Leo and I got a Libra going on in my chart, which softens things a bit. But the intensity of Scorpio is dealing with sensitivity and dealing with things, people, places, situations, stories of somewhat dramatic. It might seem that the world is getting into this feeling of chaos, this feeling of you might be dealing with your own soap opera drama type stuff. Now, watch particularly your own thoughts and feelings when it comes to how snarky you're being. If you're being a bit biting, if you're sort of wanting to sort of reach out and be judgmental, this is the kind of intensity that comes up in new moons and Scorpios and with all this going on. The point I'm making is, have the expectation that things might get a bit lively, might get a little bit, oops, a daisy. Gertrude saying, it's getting a bit lively out here. It's temporary. It's a bit like that thunderstorm. You're like, woo, child, stay away from these kind of clashes. Where it may show up in your life is traffic out on the road. And I'm talking about Monday, the new moon. It's also a fantastic time for you to really pay to the goals and the situations that haven't manifest, that you might be frustrated about. There could be some languaging there that is stopping you that you weren't really aware of. I like to offer these cards of the days and this inspiration to give folks a bit of a push, as opposed to holding them down and telling them, don't go out the house and don't do this and don't do that. So the new moon happens in New York on the 13th at 4:27 in the morning. If you're in LA, it's going to be 1:27. If you're in Sydney, it's going to be um, 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. And I'm getting all this from the Moonology Diary of 2023 by Yasmin Boland. So this new moon taking place in the intense sign of Scorpio, like I said, it's a reminder that we all have a Scorpio somewhere in the chart. The new moon is taking place alongside the fiery driven planet of Mars. So remember that. It's let's see, where else can we go? Okay, so what Yasmin Boland is saying here is the good old anti-nonsense method of working with this new moon is to be like one of the favorite techniques she has to break free from what she calls good old anti-nonsense, which is the nonsense we tell ourselves, the stories we have popped up in here, is to write down like a journal and to say things like, my past and limiting belief was or has been, and you write it down. Whatever your limiting beliefs is, not enough money, I'm not good enough, I'm this, I'm that, I'll never get any hair, blah, 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 blah. It's just vetching, get it out. But that's nonsense. And you have to declare it as being nonsense because it's not true. The truth is, and you write out the truth. Be careful that you're not doing self-deprecating truth. Like, for example, the truth is I'm just a lazy person, or the truth is I can't be bothered, or the truth is, oh, blah, 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 blah. Don't get into the idea of making excuses for why things don't happen, haven't happened, or your old way of being. What you also want to do is that you're realizing what you've got to. You're realizing this, and now I'm going to put down your affirmations. It is a wonderful way to use the new moon to readjust and realign with what it is you're looking for. My old way of thinking is I'll never get enough clients. My old way of thinking is there will never be enough money to catch up on my bills. All of this, that's not true and that's nonsense. And I'm the one that sits in that seat. On the bottom right at the end of it, I'm going to say how to work with this new moon. Discover the energy of the new moon is for your benefit, not against you. This is the thing that a lot of folks tend to do, particularly if they are horribilizers, the ones who, half empty glass, the ones who sort of think, oh yeah, here we go again, we're going to have to watch it. We don't, I'm going to cover our houses with candles and all this. Yeah, Gertrude, I got it. She's saying, oh, I love you, Gertrude. She's saying, just go to the store, dear, and hang out with some Christmas decorations. You'll feel so much better. Yes, we can all cover ourselves in tinsel and Christmas lights and become like the fairy she is. That would be pretty intense. I think that would be pretty chaotic. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I won't. I promise. I will not walk through Lowe's wearing a tinsel crown. No. All right. So, in this book, if you get it, I know it's the end of 2023, but you should also invest in 2024 book. I think Miss Boland has got some great stuff on her website. What else I want to share with you today before I let you go? And we're getting close to time. Actually, we've gone past time. Today's the number 8 number. It's a number 8. So what does that mean? Well, if you are into tarot, pull out the King of Earth or the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, whatever that is. It's about abundance, it's about prosperity, it's about thinking that way. If you want an affirmation for abundance and prosperity, you can say something like, I am so looking forward to this money that's coming to me, or I am so looking forward to having more money. I am so looking forward to paying off all my bills. I am so looking forward to this influx of new business. I am so looking forward to the success that's coming my way. Always look at it as a upbeat thing. Here's the other thing about affirmations. You affirm them now to create them later. You have to affirm them now. So when you say things like that, I'm allowing, I'm looking forward to, I'm wanting, you can say what I want. And you can also add, I'm looking forward to when it happens. I'm looking forward to when that is. I'm looking forward to when my ship comes in. I am looking forward to those big checks that are arriving. I am so looking forward to blah, 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 whatever it is you want. You're in the driving seat. What else can I say about today? It's an endless loop of success, prosperity, business opportunities. Take every single opportunity that might come your way today and give thanks for it, even if it's one client, even if it's one bottle of something you sold, even if it's a rebate, a refund, even if it is save some money somewhere, even if it's somebody says you got overcharged. Those things are blessings. Right, my friends? Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, keeping this going. Our numbers are climbing and they're going to keep climbing. I used to be worried about how many subscribers I had and what those numbers were doing. Not anymore. As long as they're going up, as long as I can reach people and get people to sign up, I'm good to go. Until tomorrow, big loves, lots of cuddles. Bye for now.